Hi, I'm Mark Essola, Engineering Product Team Manager for Wildcat, and we're here today to talk about the all-new 2012 Wildcat. Let's talk adjustability of the shock though just a little bit to help clarify what do I mean by hard and soft. You know, Walker Evans does a great job working with us to put a hard and soft indicator. So what this is, again, is the compression adjust. And what you're doing is you literally want a softer ride. You think it's a little stiff. You turn this knob in the direction of soft. There's an arrow up here. You want it stiffer. You just simply turn it in the hard direction. And there's like 16 positions on the shock of this clicker that you can adjust. So you got a lot of adjustability. And then like we talked about before, we talked about preload. Here's your primary preload. So if you want another stiffer ride, if you prefer that feel, you can simply jack up the vehicle, get the weight off, because that's easier to adjust, turn this adjuster and put more preload. Maybe you want it softer. You just do the opposite. You take the preload out, just like you see on our ATVs and Prowlers. And then we talked about, again, that secondary adjust for the preload. And this is the transition between these springs. Now, this is a little bit complicated and harder to figure out. And people, you know, it's not an easy adjustment to feel. But what it's doing is these two springs work together until the shock is compressed and the spring retainer is hitting this point. When this spring retainer hits this point, then it's only working off one spring. And then the spring rate changes. And that's an engineering thing. And what happens then is it gets stiffer. So what will happen is if you adjust this to start sooner, you're going to stiffen the ride. Once again though, when we finally get through all these adjustments you could do on our suspension system, you know, remember, work with your dealer, work with other experienced riders if you're not knowledgeable on this stuff, because you want to we come out with a good baseline package that's going to work in all conditions very well. But everybody's got their own little preference and fine tuning. If you don't understand that, you know, don't do it. Work with your dealer, go into your dealer, tell them what you know, maybe the ride's a little bit stiffer than what you like, or maybe it's a little too soft. You know, work with them and they will help explain that. You know, and you can call companies like Walker Evans and call Wildcat, you know, to get recommendations and the adjustment. But remember, work with your dealer. Your dealer is there to help you and understand these adjustments and tune your vehicle to what you want.